Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, App State's head coach told me pregame. He knows that they are not one of the Power 4 conferences, but they are here to prove they can compete with anyone. His team is fired up and ready to prove they are just as good as this top-ranked team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Gamecocks will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Appalachian State's offense that has the first possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
And this offense is going to have their hands full, and especially this offensive line. And it's not just this year. Like, you watch this group, they're dominant, they're physical. Like, they're gonna make you earn everything you get. But it seems like with this program, Palmer, it's year after year after year. Plug and play, next guy, physical, fast, disruptive defensive linemen.
Yeah, they've set a standard, I think, at that position, at this school. When you look around college football, they're always dominant up front. They're able to recruit a specific athlete tailored to their style of defense and attacking. And it doesn't matter what year it is, who the opponent is, this D-line creates a lot of problems, and they're living in the backfield.
Plucks it out of the air. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Dropping back, it's Carter. He's got it. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against third down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing. And as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. So South Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Lenoris Sellers. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. Takes a handoff. It's McAllister. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground with the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Third and 6 yards to go. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing right. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43. Inside, it's Lewis. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw, it's Carter. Got it. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They give it to him again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him?
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's Sellers to throw. With the catch, it's McAllister. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback Keith finding some room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got his man! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
Going to the run, it's McAllister. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. 3rd and 4. They go right back to him. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Sellers. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. To the air, it's Carter. Had to throw it before he wanted.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space Odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Trying play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Carey. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Using his legs, it's Lewis. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Carter. Pocket breaking down. And the missed connection on third down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great...
Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Throwing, Sellers. Bringing the heat. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running inside, it's McAllister. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Sellers to throw. Floats it out in space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this churning big plays out one after another, and right now they are playing with tons of confidence.
Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Mountaineers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Let's see how aggressive they are in trying to get points on the board before halftime. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Sellers. Under fire. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it. High level, just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Sends it back in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores.
Makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Mountaineers call a timeout. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. To the air, it's Carter. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in, it's Sanchez. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll send out the kicker here. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Throwing, Sellers. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Right back to the well.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Play is stopped for just a second as they tend to the injured Mountaineer. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Got it, looking for the first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Lewis. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. And you want to talk about game tackling. Everybody on the defense run with the ball. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's coming from his left, and he's got to fit that football into a really tight space where his guy can make the catch. Very confident throw that time by the QB.
He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive game.
The Mountaineers have this offense rolling.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Sanchez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Wants to throw it. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. Coleman open on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
The run inside. It's Lewis. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Keeps it himself. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down.
And this defense... jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down in the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He's got the tight end there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense starts with a 1st and 5 after the penalty. Running inside, it's Lewis. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get 1st downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the 1st down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They'll run the option. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And it's good! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Hey guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. I am keeping my eye on what's going on with their field goal kicker right now. They do have a little bit of a lead, but in this opportunity, can they rely on the guy that's already missed here in this game? Coach can go for it, but I do see him talking to the kicker, trying to gain some confidence, make sure that he's ready to go if they do call his number. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Sellers to throw. Finds the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Going to try to get it himself. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert for 2nd and short. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more.
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Carter. Bears the pressure. And down he goes. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Finds his big tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got to put it together. Where do they go? Like, who is their go-to guy? What is their go-to play? They've struggled all day, but you can erase all of that with one drive right now.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Looking to throw. It's Carter. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Gamecocks spend the 1st of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Sellers. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking for a gap. It's McAllister. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
949 rock star. 949 down. Ready? Move 30.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field.
On to kick it away.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build